Hi everyone, it's Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and thank you for joining me for this 20-minute yoga stretch. This is going to be an all over body stretch, but there is going to be a little bit of a focus on the hips and the psoas muscles. So if you are ready, grab your mat and let's begin. So let's get started today by coming into the center of our mats and just coming into our butterfly position with our legs pretty much straight away. So the soles of the feet are coming together. We're letting the knees drop open towards the sides, starting to ground the sit bones into your mat and taking the hands to maybe the knees or the ankles or around the feet. Sit up nice and tall through the spine and just close down the eyes here. Taking a few deep breaths, directing your breath down into your hips and into your thighs. Every inhale, the spine lengthens. Every exhale, we release those knees a little bit closer towards the floor. Just taking a quick moment here to settle the breath. To let the lower half of the body begin to open up. Let's take one more big inhale. Take a full exhale. And then gently open up through the eyes. From here, we are going to come into our cow face position. So we're going to start with the right leg. We're going to bring the right knee out in front, and then we're going to stack the left knee up on top. So the knees are stacking one on top of the other. The feet are coming down around the sides of our body, and we're just going to sit nice and tall here, breathing deeply into your hips, into your thighs, into your psoas muscles. Wherever you are feeling this the most, we're directing our breath down into that place. Sitting up nice and tall through the spine and releasing. Nice. We might choose to stay here, or maybe we bring a little bit of a stretch in through our upper body. We might inhale to reach the right hand up and then exhale to bring the hand down towards the upper back. We might use the left hand here just to gently press the elbow a little bit further back. Or maybe we reach the left arm around, maybe see if we can clasp the hands here. Taking a few deep breaths. Keep the right elbow pointing up towards the sky, the left elbow pointing down towards your mat. The spine is long, the crown of the head is reaching high. And then if we want to bring a little bit of movement here, as we inhale, we might shine our chest forward. As we exhale, we might move into a little bit of a forward fold. Just stop wherever you are feeling that this stretch is enough. Nice, taking one more big inhale here. Full exhale. And then slowly coming all the way back up to center, releasing the hands. And we're going to bring our hands down to take hold of our opposite feet here. We're going to start to curve through the lower back, and then nice and slowly, we're going to release ourselves down onto our backs and see if we can keep a hold of our feet here. Nice, maybe find a little rock from side to side. And then coming back to center. We're going to keep the left knee hugging in towards the chest and release the right leg out long across the mat. We'll go for a little bit of a spinal twist here. So the right hand comes on top of the left knee. The left hand is going to reach out towards the side, maybe at about shoulder height. Take an inhale to hug the left knee in. As we exhale, start to draw that left knee across the body towards the right hand side of your mat. And again, just let the knee stop wherever is enough for you. The knee doesn't have to come all the way to the floor. Just breathe deeply here. For a deeper stretch, maybe turn the gaze to look out over the left hand. Breathing deeply here, deep belly breaths. Take one more full round of breath in your own time. A big inhale and exhale. And then to release, we're going to think about keeping the left leg exactly where it is. We're going to bring the right arm across, or the left arm across the body, and we're going to start to flip ourselves onto our bellies here. And we're going to keep this left leg out towards the sides, so that when we look back towards the leg, we are almost in a little froggy position with the left leg. The right leg is reaching out long. We're going to have palms of the hands on the mat. The elbows are underneath the shoulders, and we're just lifting the chest up here. Taking a few deep breaths. Stretching out the left hip joint, the inner thighs, the glute muscles. Nice, take one more big inhale here. Take a full exhale. And then whenever we are ready, we're going to slide that left leg long across the mat, coming into your sphinx position here. So the elbows are still underneath the shoulders. The spine is long. The heart reaches forwards. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Press your pelvic bone into the mat. Try to sit a little bit higher through the upper body. Take one more big inhale. Full exhale. And then softly drop the chest all the way down to your mat. Slide your hands back to maybe just underneath your rib cage, and then we're going to press ourselves up and back into a child's pose here. So your toes might come together, the knees might come apart, stretch the arms long, and then just rest the forehead down towards your mat. Breathing here and stretching out the lower back, stretching out the spine. Just letting everything release. Melting your chest a little bit closer towards your mat for just a few more breaths. And then after your next full exhale, we're going to release out of our child's pose. We're going to come up into our tabletop. So coming onto hands and knees, the wrists are under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips. Let's just take a few cat-cows here. So inhale to look forward, roll the shoulders back, tailbone up. Exhale, chin to the chest, round the upper back. Inhale to roll forwards, look forwards, belly drops. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding the upper back. Nice, just continue to inhale to come forward, exhale to roll under. Taking a few more just like this. Take one more full round of breath in your own time, and then meet me back in a tabletop with your nice neutral spine. From here, we're going to bring ourselves up into our downward facing dog. So we're going to spread the fingertips nice and wide, tuck the toes underneath, and then lift the hips high, send them back. Come into your version of your downward facing dog. Maybe we're in stillness with the knees bent or straight. Maybe we take a moment to find a little bit of movement, maybe bending each knee at a time. Maybe bending both knees at the same time, stretching them out. Whatever we feel like we need in this moment. And then eventually coming back to stillness, taking one more full round of breath in your downward facing dog. And then taking a bend through the knees, taking the gaze up towards the hands, and then step or hop or jump or whatever you want to do all the way up towards the hands, and have the feet wide, maybe as wide as the mat here. We want the toes pointing out on a slight angle, and then we're going to sit ourselves back into our malasana, so into our yogic squat here. And again, only come as low with the hips as feels good for your body. We can use the elbows to press the knees open a little bit wider. Maybe find a little rock from side to side. And then coming back to stillness. Feeling the crown of the head reaching long. Take one more big inhale. Take a full exhale. And then gently we can release down onto our bums. So maybe bring the hands towards the mat. Maybe sit the bum back onto your mat. And meet me once again in the center of your mat. Take your legs out nice and long. We can give a little shake through the legs just to bring a little bit of movement and bring a little bit of blood flow back up in through the ankles and the knees and the hips. And then come back to stillness. From here, we are going to find our cow face pose on this side. So this time we are going to bring the left leg in first, so have the left knee pointing directly forwards, and then we want to stack the right leg on top. So the knees are stacked in the center line. We can take the hands onto the feet here, reach the crown of the head long, reach the spine nice and long, keep the shoulders relaxed. Take a few breaths here, noticing if this side feels a little bit different from the previous side. Maybe this is your tight side, maybe this is your slightly looser side. And then we might choose to stay here, or to bring this stretch into the upper body. We might reach the left hand up, maybe take the hand towards the upper back, like we were trying to give ourselves a pat on the back here. You can use the right hand to gently press the elbow a little bit further back. Or maybe reach the hand all the way around, taking a little grasp of the opposite hand. Finding length in through the body here, and also finding a little bit of softness. So in a position like this, it can be very easy to tighten up and tense everything up. So find that softness within the muscles. And then to incorporate a little bit of movement, let's inhale to shine the chest forward. As we exhale, move into your forward fold. So start to fold the body down towards the knees. Take a few breaths here. And then after your next exhale, slowly coming all the way back up, releasing the hands, and then taking the hands on to opposite feet. We're going to be rolling ourselves back once again to lie on our back, so we can keep hold of the feet if we can. We're going to start to bring the lower back to the floor, maybe start to round through the upper back, and bring yourself all the way down to your back. Keep holding on to the feet if it's comfortable. Maybe find a little rock side to side. Again, think about keeping that softness in through the body. I know this can be a very intense stretch for the hips and the thighs. And then eventually coming back into stillness. From here, we're going to find our spinal twist on the other side. So let's hug the right knee in towards the chest, and we can release the left leg nice and long across your mat. We're going to take hold of the right knee with the left hand, release the right hand out alongside the body or out to shoulder height here. Take an inhale to draw the knee in. As we exhale, let that knee fall over towards the side of your mat. Keep that right arm reaching open. Maybe take your gaze out towards the right fingertips. And just breathe here, feeling this nice twist in through the center of your spine. Relaxing here, keeping the breath as calm as possible. Taking one more full round of breath in your own time. And then after your next exhale, we can release out of this position. We're going to flip ourselves over into that variation of our Sphinx pose here. So start to bring the right arm over, start to roll yourself onto your belly, keeping that right knee open out towards the side, finding our little froggy leg position on this side. So ideally what we want to have here is the knee in line with the hip, the ankle in line with the knee, and the foot is flexed. If that's not possible, feel free to make this movement a little bit smaller, bring the knee a little bit closer towards the bottom of your mat. But wherever you are, you're reaching the chest forward, elbows underneath the shoulders, the spine is long. Just breathe here for a few breaths. Take one more big inhale. Take a full exhale. And then find your Sphinx position. So slide that right leg all the way back to meet the left. We're going to keep the arms and the hands exactly where they are. Pressing the feet into the floor, pressing your pelvic bone into the floor. Pressing the palms of the hands into the floor, reaching the chest forward. Taking a few breaths here. Taking one more full round of breath. And then eventually releasing everything all the way down to your mat. Let the forehead come to the floor. Let's slide the hands back underneath the rib cage. We're going to press ourselves up and back once again into our child's pose. We're only here for a few breaths. Stretching out the low back, stretching out the shoulders. Keeping the breath nice and calm. Taking one more inhale and exhale here. And then slowly releasing out of your child's pose, walking the hands back towards the knees and coming to sit in this kneeling position. So we are on our knees here. If it's not comfortable in your knees, just go ahead and take cross-legged. Let's take a few rolls through the shoulders. So just rolling the shoulders up towards the ears and then back and down. Take just one or two more. And then let the shoulders come to stillness. Let's tuck the chin in towards the chest. Maybe find a few little half neck circles here, rolling one ear to one shoulder and then across to the other side. Let's take one more little roll each side just to even ourselves out. And then the next time the chin is back in towards the chest, we can stop. We can pick the gaze up. And if you wish to spend a few moments here, maybe catching the breath or maybe moving into a meditation, you can. If you wish to carry on and go about the rest of your day, just take 2 or 3 more deep breaths here, just to allow the body to settle down. And then whenever you are ready, you can gently open back up through the eyes if they are closed. And thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you liked this stretch. If you did, please give a like. If you would like to see more like this, please subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for any other videos, please send me a message or get in contact with me. It's always appreciated. But once again, thank you so much. Have a fantastic rest of your day and namaste.